All right, we're starting hot and heavy, bro. Hot and heavy.
Yo!
Yo, bro, you gotta
What's going on?
stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. You got our reviews, bro. They're gonna be like,
Guys, I don't know,
stop it. Yo, why you yagging?
but he wasn't smiling 2 seconds ago, so now it's...
What are you talking about?
This video is fake.
I was legit smiling, bro.
This video is fake.
I was getting ready, bro. Yo, bro. You didn't even let me say my opening question, bro. No, I'm not introducing you, bro.
People don't know.
No, I don't care, bro.
Oh, my name is Jacky.
Yo, no.
I'm 21 years old. Yo,
Dude.
we get into the money. How you doing? We love Jesus. How we doing?
Can you let me ask the question? You let me ask the question, and then I'll introduce you?
Why would you ask the question?
No, I'm going to ask the question first, and then I'll introduce you. Because that's how I'm doing it.
Folks.
If Jesus walks into the barbershop, asks you to give me a fade, what type of cut you give him?
If Jesus walked in the barbershop and asked for a fade, then I'm giving him a fade.
Not a
What are
fade,
you
like,
talking about?
he asked you for...
Nah, he asked me for yeah.
All right, my fault. A haircut. What type of haircut you giving him? Like,
The Jesus cut. Like,
yeah,
what are
yeah.
you talking about? You
Like
can't-
little,
you
like
can't go
clean
wrong
it
with
up, bro. Like looking nice and perfect.
that. There's nothing to clean up for that.
I like that answer, my boy. Yo, there's nothing that can clean up Jesus' hair. It's perfect the way it is.
Maybe a little Pantene, but like,
Okay, let's go.
Welcome, guys. This is episode 3 of That's So Real. I am so excited to have my boy Jacky Chang, not Jackie Chan, Jacky Chang. That's not racist. It's actually his name. He is my boy. He's an entrepreneur. He is a student. Me and him are around the same age, and we have been boys ever since September. This man is a go-getter. He used to play some basketball. And yeah, me and him got really close this past year, and I'm just so happy to have him on. Jacky, welcome, my brother. How we doing?
doing great. You know what else is... All right.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Wait, what you said? What?
I said I gave the introduction to the folks, bro.
Wait, what was the question?
I didn't ask you a question, bro. I was giving you
This
introduction.
is my friend Eduardo.
No, that's not what I was saying. All right, bro. Whatever.
Oh.
Jacky, how's your week been, bro? What you been doing? What you been up to?
My week's been pretty, like, regular. I'm trying to get back into the motions and everything. That this week has been regular. Hitting the gym a lot, just worried about myself recently.
Yeah. That's fire, bro. What you hit the gym this morning?
I did hit the gym this morning.
What'd you hit?
I just hit abs straight.
Abs?
Yeah.
Trying to get that cut, bro, for the summer bod, bro.
For sure.
Oh, listen, guys. I'm starting the cut. If y'all don't know me, I'm starting the cut. I promise you.
I didn't know you were on the cut.
All right.
It seems like you're bulking.
I'm just gonna kill myself. Yo, by the way, I wanted to give a shout out. I want to give a little shout out to my boy Jordan's brand. Get Set of Me, bro. This is Get Set of Me. This is a really good brand. I gotta hold on. Let me show you the back. Oh yeah.
I don't know what they saw, but
All right, they saw the back. But this is a fire clothing brand that my boy Jordan started. Hit up. I'm gonna put it down in my link in bio. Hit that up, bro. Make sure that you buy something at least, bro, because he's spreading the word and just the love of Christ, bro. So make sure that you guys hit that link in bio, bro, just to buy a sweatshirt. He also got a cool other things as well. He got a t-shirt, I believe, and another inside, I think, shirt as well. Inside,
yeah, I have one of his sweaters. They're amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Pop up.
So shout out to him. What's it called? Jacky, bro. Back to Jacky. Something that I didn't mention about Jacky is that he's a barber as well. Jacky, how's that like, being a barber?
It's good, like I started when I was younger.
When'd you start
in
cutting
high
hair?
school. Honestly, a lot of people in the barbershop ask me, "Oh, why do you want to be a barber? Why did you become a barber?" I'm like, honestly, I didn't know. I think I just saw it. I'm a very impulsive person, so like I have like a phase. So once I get into the phase, like it lasts a month. Like right now, my phase is like, I guess, like cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'll only last a month. But for example, like barbering, for example, I got into it for that month. I just bought it on Amazon. I always buy the best stuff. Like I'm a big advocate for buy nice, don't buy twice. So I'd rather spend like $2,000 on one item than spend like $500 on an item and then it break on. I'd rather go all the way top end than have to buy it again.
Yeah.
Do
Do you like being a barber? Do you like the work? Like what's something that you love about being a barber, or something that you don't really like? And give me a funny story about a story like in the barbershop.
Honestly, I hate cutting hair. Now I hate cutting hair. Back then I used to do it as a hobby, but now I see it more as like
The hustle?
work.
Yeah, just getting some money up.
Yeah. I'm a talkative guy. If you don't know, like those that don't know those that don't know me, I'm a talkative guy. Talk a lot. I like to joke around. Like, we talk about other people's moms, stuff like that. Who has the hottest mom? Blah blah blah. Like, it is. If you want to experience it, come get a cut with me. Like,
Yeah. Shout out Jacky Tapes, bro. Go hit it up at Whitestone, bro.
I just cut his hair, so
he did not cut my hair. Did not cut my hair. Hair was not cut from him. But yeah.
I got my clippers. Oh, I should have brought my clippers.
To cut my hair?
They're in the car.
Damn, bro. That's fire.
Yeah, we should have done this podcast with me cutting your hair.
Absolutely not. Because I don't trust this guy.
That would have been amazing.
I would not trust you in my hair, bro.
About getting a buzz cut for the summer.
Yeah, a little Jacky buzz.
Yeah, would you get it with me?
No, absolutely. I already got my buzz, bro.
No, like wavelength.
No, I think I like the way it's right now.
Yeah,
right now.
I like it too. Looks cute.
I got it. Because the thing is, I don't usually when I roll it, it looks the best. You said it looks cute, bro.
Sponge?
As a grown man.
Sponge it.
Yeah, sponge. Like when I get the sponge, it's just like
Did you just say roll it?
Well, you gotta roll it, then sponge, and then it gets the curls in. Jacky. So this is an Asian that used to have braids. I don't know if y'all know a picture. Let's pull up a picture of Jacky with braids. We'll not talk about that, right? But yeah, besides barbershop, let's go into you doing trading. You trade a lot, right?
Yeah, I do. I trade every single morning.
I know you love that more than barbershop, right?
I do.
Yo, if you have a message out to the fans who are looking into trading or like just trying to like, learn something about trading, like what's some advice that you'd give them?
Those that are watching that want to trade, you can't do it. The reason why you can't do it is because it's all about discipline, and nobody has discipline out there. I'm not gonna lie. I quit like 4 times, and the only reason why I started consistently started going at it is because my boy that I started with 3 years ago trading, he's making crazy money right now. And yeah, I'm gonna shout him out. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants his name on here, but he's killing it right now, and that's the only reason why I kept going. But like, if you don't have anybody or you don't know anybody that trades, you're not gonna go at it. That's the thing. Like it's like the risk to reward ratio is so low. Like you have to risk so much to make so little. It's not even worth it. Like, and it's like it's a 2-year thing where you constantly don't see yourself making money, and it's a grind. But if you do have that discipline, you're gonna make it. But a lot of people don't have that discipline. That's why I'm saying if you're getting into it, you probably won't make it in trading.
Damn, he just bashed on everybody who wants to do it. So you heard it first and foremost, guys. You guys don't have that discipline. I think what he's trying to say is that you need that type of discipline to get into trading, and you need those long nights, those failures, just to learn and just apply that so you can become successful. It's not overnight success.
Exactly.
That's what he's trying. I think that's what you're trying to say. You're like straight up just like, you just can't make it, bro.
Yeah. Also, you need a lot of capital. I mean, now there's firms and stuff, but like, you're gonna blow at least $1,000 a month. Yeah. If you don't know what you're doing, even more, probably $2,000, $3,000 a month. I just saw this TikTok of this guy taking out $100,000 loan because he can't pass it, and like he just wants it so much that he's taking out a bank loan just to put it into funded accounts. It's insane. $100,000 funded account.
Yikes. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Good information though.
Yeah.
Thank you. I personally, Jacky, I'm also one of a victim that I've talked to Jacky about going into trading, and I did it. I think I followed it for like a solid 2 weeks, and it's just tough. It's just something tough to learn because I just looked at videos, bro, and I feel like I just don't know everything. So like, it takes multiple times, multiple accounts of discipline, just to fully get to where Jacky is, and it takes a lot to get to where people who make a bunch of profit out of it is. So
yeah, it's like the best way to explain it is like dropping off Eduardo in China and like making him like read scripture, like not scripture, read like characters or something like that. Because
why
like,
China?
Well, it's like dropping me off in DR and like making me understand Spanish. No, I'm Malaysian, but Chinese, or you could drop me off in China because I don't know I know how to speak it, but I don't know how to read it or stuff like that. But it's like, as humans, our brains are like, we're people that want to figure stuff out. We're curious people, right? And once you can't get it and you get irritated or whatever, right? You start giving up. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
So once you could like go through that hump and like start understanding it a little more, it's going to be easier and easier. But it's the beginning parts that are hard.
Fire.
Just like anything you do.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Thank you for sharing that. Let's go to more of a deeper dive, bro. I want to talk more about you, bro. Tell me more about, just how you grew up, right? And then like, were you a different person back then than you are now? or it could be, it can involve faith, Christ as well. So is there a different, like, just explain that different side of you, growing up in high school, and then that side of you that you are now. What have you learned?
Okay.
What I just want you to know, like, what you've learned in your 20s, basically, as you're going in or outside of high school. Like, what did you learn? Like, what did you pick up? Yeah.
Okay. So I was born and raised in Queens. I was born in Jamaica. I don't know how old I was, but I moved to College Point when I was like single digits, right? So I didn't really remember Jamaica, but College Point, I do remember it a lot. And my dad was never in the picture when I was younger, and not a lot of people know that. But my mom raised me and my sister. Well, my sister's super young. We're like 7 years apart, but like for the first 7 years of my life, my dad was never around.
Yeah.
And
Was he working?
well, he was working in Malaysia, right? He's a jockey, which like he rides horses on TV and stuff like that. The people that race.
That's so
Right?
cool.
That is amazing.
I've never met a person who's like a jockey, that's hard too.
He's
That's
super
harder than it
tall.
looks.
I mean, super short.
It's harder than it looks, bro. It's like,
Yeah. It's super fun though. It's like,
have you done it? Have you like ridden a
I
horse?
have my license.
I've ridden a horse before, but like in DR, like when you don't really need a license.
Oh, we don't do Spanish horses around here. Those, we do Mustang.
Oh.
You know the cars that are based off of like, actually we do thoroughbred, but the Spanish horses are like you thought I was making fun of you, right? But there's difference. So Spanish horses are smaller than regular horses. Thoroughbreds are medium sized, but they have like.
What's a thoroughbred?
Thoroughbred is like basically they take a Mustang and they take like.
When you say Mustang, like
Mustang is like
a
car.
horse.
Like, you know what the car was based off? You heard of the Mustang, right?
Yeah.
That's like
a horse.
A horse, but like super muscular. That's like the horses in the wild.
That's why the logo of Mustang is the horse.
Yeah. Those.
I picked it up. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
But those Mustangs, you can't really tame them. So what they do with a thoroughbred is that they take, well, from my knowledge, they take a Spanish horse and then they take a Mustang and they make it have a baby, and that's a thoroughbred. So it still has a muscle of the Mustang, but you could still tame it because it's a Spanish horse. You get it? Because you can't really tame. You could tame wild horses. It's just harder to tame them, and people don't want like it to be hard to tame. You know what I'm trying to say?
Cool.
But growing up, my dad was not that he wasn't around. He wasn't around. Basically, it wasn't like he wasn't in the picture.
Yeah, he just wasn't around. He was just working a lot. Yeah.
So I grew up with my mom, and then in high school, I was like rebellious. In middle school, I failed second grade. Not a lot of people know that I failed second grade because I was just rebellious. I hated school. Still to this day, I hate school. But like, I learned to just do my work because it's like whatever. But when I was little, I didn't do my work. Nothing. I failed second grade, and my mom was extremely upset. So then from CP, my dad would come back once I moved to Bayside. This was like probably when I was like going into high school, I think, right? So he would come back into my life, take care of me and my sister, right? And stuff like that. So in high school, I got into, scamming, stuff like that. Just like the whole 9 yards. But like, I made a lot of money in high school. And that's something today that I need to stop comparing myself to. I compare myself to my older self, like money wise, financial wise, right? I was making so much more money, and we're slowly getting there. But just like life was so much easier. There was no like repercussions. Like now I'm an adult, like, you know what I'm gonna say. And coming from that, I got into faith, and my family, they're not into faith at all. Muslim and Buddhist. My mom's Muslim, my dad's Buddhist.
Your mom's Muslim?
My mom's Muslim.
I did not know that.
But head knowledge Muslim. Same with my dad. They're like, if you ask them, they'll say, "Oh, I'm Buddhist, I'm Muslim," right? But yeah, they don't really care about their religion. Not that they don't care about it. It's kind of tradition because my mom grew up that way, my dad grew up that way.
Yeah.
So
they just follow the routine.
It's just they just follow routine. But they're not like, they don't do Ramadan. They don't do like reach enlightenment, stuff like that. They don't care about that stuff. Like, they just live life.
Yeah.
But faith is a super important part in my journey today, and it's always going to be till the day I meet Jesus. And yeah, and my family says it too all the time. Well, my mom does, because my dad doesn't really like Asian's dad. They don't really speak to you, right? But like traditional Asian dads. But my mom always says like, "Oh, you changed so much. I want to go to church with you one day." And like slowly planting that seed and seeing where God leads with my mom and my family. So yeah.
Thank you for answering that, bro. So what would you say? What's one thing you'd say to your younger self right now?
One thing I'd say to my younger self.
It's a hard question. It only could be one thing too, which makes it 10 times tougher.
I live by like no regrets. Like I have no regrets I know I hurt a lot of people when I was younger, but like you're gonna find Jesus. All this is like Romans 8:28 talks about how I think it was all things come for the good of God or something like that, or like all things happen for the good of God. For example, like how I read it or how I see it. I don't remember the verse, but like it was basically all things happen in your life for good, right? And God has a plan for us. And I believe like if I didn't do those bad things, I wouldn't know what good is. Like evil wouldn't exist or suffering wouldn't exist if bad things didn't happen, right? Because we wouldn't know we couldn't distinguish the difference between good and bad, right? So I would say suffering is good because when we suffer, we know that there's a alternative way to it. I believe that suffering is good. The reason why I believe suffering is good because it shows us that there's evil and there's good. And so when I didn't suffer when I was little, then I wouldn't understand my life now today that it's good. Understand? Yep.
I understand. Fully get that. You can't go through the good times without there not being bad times. It's dope. What's it called? It's good information to know. I feel like a lot of people dwell on the past a lot. I know I have. You know, a lot of people let the past define them, you know, like the things that they've done in the past just define who they are. I feel like we've all been people who've done things that they're ashamed of in the past. And like, if you just sit on it and you just like kind of just beat yourself up for it, of course there's moments where you have to, you know, just reflect, you know, and say like, dang, I was wrong here. Like fully like, realize that you're not perfect and like we are not perfect under the image of God. But in that way that we're imperfect, we kind of are. You know, our imperfection makes us perfect in a way. It sounds weird, but so thank you for answering that. That's
also like I was never a person to think about the past.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I love my past, but I know a lot of people that hated their past and they keep letting that like eat up inside of them. And the best way I could like you know when the doctor says don't do this, but you do it anyways.
Yeah.
Because like that's all you know how to do.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? Well, I can't do that. Like, you know, that's all I know how to do. So a lot of people are like, Jacky, I can't just stop thinking about my past because you said stop thinking about your past. But like if you think it out like outside of your body, like you can't control your past, but you know what? You can control your future. Why even think about? Oh, that's what it's supposed to sound the whole time.
When you can't hear your, that's why you need the headphones. When you can't hear yourself, that means you have to talk into the mic.
It sounds so much better this way. You could have told me this the whole time instead.
I've
talking
been
like this.
I have recording telling you that, bro. I said in the mic. I actually moved the mic
because I was back here. So I didn't know.
And I told you, I said
speak in the middle.
I said talk in the mic, bro.
I was talking to mic, but I was talking in the mic like the side.
Just
like,
talk
over here.
as closely to the mic as you can.
All right, but I was saying, oh,
yeah. Now you sound now you know the reason for the headphones, bro. This guy,
guys, he didn't tell me to talk into the mic.
I have recording evidence. Like, I'm gonna run it back. That I told you to talk in the mic, bro.
All right, whatever. I forgot what I was saying, but whatever. It sounds so much better this way. Holy.
Let's talk about basketball, bro.
Basketball. Okay.
You grew up an athlete. My last episode, Joseph, he was a basketball player as well. So you played basketball all through high school?
All through high school, and I played as a walk-on in college, but after like a couple practices, I quit.
How was your experience in high school compared to college?
Okay, so high school, it was amazing.
You weren't good?
I was decent, you know, gotta keep humble, you know. I was decent. Now I suck. I suck now. But in high school, I was decent. And then in college, I didn't get recruited or anything, but I tried to walk on. And it wasn't really like I was part of the team, but like I was practicing with the team. And after like a couple practices, I was like, no, I hate college basketball. It's not the same. Everybody's like on your level, stuff like that. There's different levels to it.
Yeah.
But I haven't touched a basketball in like a year.
Yeah.
Like I played basketball with you like probably like a couple months ago, but like that was the first time I touched a basketball, and I haven't touched a basketball since.
I love playing pickup. Like I just
pickup basketball is really
because I'm trash. I'm not gonna lie, but like I just like play for fun. No, you're good, bro. I just like play for fun, bro. Like sports, bro. I think honestly, like if I have a kid, bro, like he's playing sports, like 100%. Like there's no way they're not. Like they have to play a sport. I'm not, like daughter or son. Like for example, what sport would you give your son?
What sport would I give my son? Well, first off,
like what's the first sport you're giving him?
First sport I'm giving him probably a golf club. Like honestly,
golf club?
I always said basketball because that's all I knew. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
You know what? I like that answer.
Yeah. But once I started playing golf, honestly, I have more fun playing golf than I do basketball. But basketball,
But
I
that's
will
because you're
say,
older now. Though, like when he's a little kid, you think the kid's gonna want to play golf. That's like very like impatient.
well, how do you think PGA players come the way they are? Because their dad gives them a golf club when they're 3 years old.
Okay, but like, don't you think that the kid, especially like a kid that like probably just wants to run around, like, don't you think you want them in soccer or like basketball or like baseball or something like that, like where you're actually doing more movement than golf? Because like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea because like knowing how to play golf is such a good. Like, I wish I knew how to play golf, but like that's because I'm older. But I didn't think of that when I was in high school, middle school. Like in middle school, I was like, bro, I'm not playing golf, bro. And shout out, I told my mom a lot this. My mom was telling me, sorry, I cut you off, but my mom was telling me growing up, play golf. Get you in the golf. So I'm giving her some praise right now. She's gonna love hearing this. But she's been telling me all her life for me to play golf and stuff like that, and I just never. And now that I'm older and I wish I could play, I should have listened to you, Mom. Sorry.
No, but if we're doing in that aspect, of course I'll give my son a basketball first. But the sport that I do want him to play throughout his life is gonna be golf.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't gonna go professional and anything, I'd probably say F1.
F1 driver?
I've been getting into F1 a lot. That's because I'm in like my old money phase.
It's expensive. Expensive sport.
Super expensive. Just to try to attempt the pros, I think someone did like a number on it. I think you need like $2 million to go into the sport. But that's like.
And don't you have to be like a specific type of level of driver or something like that? Like,
well, yeah, that's like basketball. To be in the NBA, you have to be a specific.
But like, how do you start F1? Like, how do you even like? Like, is there like a kids meet of F1? Like I don't.
Well, there's F1, F2, F3, and I think F4. But I know there's definitely F1, F2, F3. F3 is the slowest, which is not slow at all. They go up to like 200 miles an hour. F2, they go up to like 250, 300, and then like F1 goes like 300 up. But like they start off on go-karts. Like go-karts that go like 20 miles an hour when they're babies, and then slowly in high school 60, 100, 120. Like it just goes up. But like F1's like the top. Like, there's NASCAR, which is like the tier below, like way below F1. NASCARs are like regular cars that they just soup up. F1 is like an actual race car meant to go 300 miles plus.
Dude, I can't imagine being in a car that's going 300 miles per hour.
Yeah, and like,
have you ever been in a car? Like, I'm not gonna ask you what the fastest you got in a car.
Fastest that I've been in a car, 160 to 180. Fastest I want to go myself. That's only being in a car. Fastest I want to go myself is like 200. I'm going to accomplish that one day.
Safely, right? And legally.
I mean, there's no safely. If you hit a pothole,
okay, but legally he's going to go 200 in like a track.
No. Cross Island.
But what's it called? Yeah, F1's really cool. I actually, like, honestly, lately, I actually want to go to, like, in the summer maybe or something like that. Go to, like, I don't know if they have it in the summer.
Okay, I'm going to burst your bubble right now. I don't think, even if you have all the money in the world, if you don't have a name to yourself, I don't think you go to F1.
No, not do F1, like, watch it.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. Because it's such, I think tickets alone are like 100,000 starting.
$100,000 for a ticket.
Just for F1. Yeah, it's insane. So it's like a very old money thing. Like, if you guys search this up on TikTok, there was a guy that crashed his F1 car, which is like a $2 million car, and he went into his $500 million yacht.
You watch Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo? No, I didn't. I'm not really into F1. F1 is the most boring thing you could ever watch. It's just cars going around in circles.
Yeah, but like really fast.
Yeah, but it's so boring. I would never watch F1 personally. I could never sit there.
So you watch like NASCAR?
Never watch cars. My dad got me into cars when I was
little.
little.
You wanted your kid to be F1.
Yeah, because like that's like aura.
You want your kid to have the aura.
Exactly. Like,
I think my kid, if I have a son, I'm putting him in. If I have a son, I'm putting him in like basketball. I'll put him in basketball first. Basketball, like no swimming, basketball, swimming, 100%. Like if I have a daughter, she's swimming. She is swimming. If I have a daughter, she's swimming.
I never got the hype of swimming,
dude. You listen, bro. Because that's just because you're not exposed to it, bro. Swimming is underrated.
There's no aura.
All right, sure. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Sure.
And there's a condom on.
Okay.
You're wearing a condom.
There's no aura. But like I'm telling you, bro, like when you get to that level, there is some aura, bro. Like when you win a meet, bro, like when you go a crazy time, like that's because you just.
I'm pretty sure Michael Phelps is the only guy that can walk in the street normally and not have people swarm him.
Bro,
and he's Michael Phelps.
I'm telling you, bro. Like when you become like that level of fast, that's aura, bro. Like, it's cool, bro. Seeing, like, being a meet in a high pressure meet, like when you're in a relay, especially, bro, and it's like all comes down to the meet, like, and you're watching them go against each other, bro. It's like it's pretty lit, bro. Pretty cool. Just going at it, bro. It goes to like so close, 1-on-1, bro. You don't get it, bro. You only play basketball, bro. Like, shout out to all. Hey, listen, all the swimmers that follow me, bro, they understand because this is what a non-swimmer, legit non-exposed swimmer looks like, bro. Swimming is tough, bro. Like, you gotta swim like 5 laps and then you gotta talk to me. You've never swam before. You don't even know how hard it is, bro. It's tough. It's a tough sport. It's a tough sport, bro.
Sure.
Yo.
I mean,
Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I don't doubt it's like hard, but am saying that it's like men in condoms and like
It's not men in condoms. It's not men in condoms, bro.
Can we pop up a picture of him with his swimming cap on and his
Stop it.
Speedo on, please?
Stop it.
No, now he has to put it in. No cutting this out.
We're not popping it up.
Pop that up, chat. Pop that up, editor.
we're
Maybe
not
you're
popping
editor. Editor, pop it up.
We're not
right
popping
there,
it up.
right in the middle.
We are not popping that up, bro. We're moving on. So let's keep yapping. Let's talk about more. Let's talk about more about you, bro.
Of course.
You wanna?
I mean, the whole event is me, so I love talking about me.
Yeah.
When I met you earlier this year,
It was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah.
I wasn't new in the faith, but I was getting more deep into it. And meeting you inspired me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to glaze you. You see, I don't like glazing Jacky because look at him. Look at his face, bro. Look at his face. He's
a lot of people.
whatever.
People say the same thing,
I have
so
I have a lot of inspiration to your faith, and I wanted to be more closer to the Lord, like you were, and a lot of my other fellow people from the group as well. So I want you to explain to me how you got there,
All right.
how you got to that moment of faith in the Lord.
Okay, so the first thing I want to clarify is those of you that aren't Christian out there, or even are Christian, there's no such thing as someone being holier than another person. So I respect Eduardo for saying like, oh, I wanted to, love Jesus like how you did, but there's no such thing as that, right? And like at the end of the day, like I'm glad that I got to display God through, like let God display Himself through myself. For you to even say that, so thank you so much for that. And honestly, your faith also inspires me. Smile.
There it is.
No. But like the seeing Eduardo, like we talked a lot. We've been through a lot of hardships together, and like at the end of the day, it goes down to us praying for each other, and that's something in brotherhood that I really respect about you, and like our relationship in general, right? And the question about my testimony was how I came to faith. My mom is Muslim. My dad is Buddhist. Oh, I could talk lower now. I was screaming before. But my mom is Muslim. My dad is Buddhist. Growing up, they always told me, like, if you love me so much and if you love me so much, why? You don't have to follow any religion. Just follow your heart, follow yourself, do whatever you want. And growing up, I took that and ran with it. In high school, I tried drugs. It wasn't really my thing. Something that was my thing was adrenaline, chasing adrenaline. And whatever it was, I was going to get to that adrenaline. Like, that, and it wasn't drugs. It was just like going fast and stuff and like bikes, cars, whatever it was that gave me adrenaline. That's what I chased. And going into college, I had the mindset of I want to smash all these girls, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, never cared about getting drunk, but I want to party. I want to do all this stuff, all the good stuff, right? And I met my ex-girlfriend at the time, and that was the first time. I was 18, so that was 3 years ago. Like 2.5 years, right? Probably 3 years ago. And she told me about Jesus. That's the first time I ever heard about Jesus, right? And I was just like, okay, whatever. It's just another religion that I heard all my life. But that was the first time ever hearing about that religion, Christianity. Like a lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, I'm Christian. Oh, I'm Catholic. But I never knew what they believed in. And it's true that I never heard about Jesus. So this is the first time I ever heard about Jesus, right? And coming back to I was in Plattsburgh, right? Coming back to QC the next semester, the reason why I came back was because I just felt like a loser. I was partying every single day, and I was running this pressure washing company, and I'm still running it. So if you guys need pressure washing done in the summer,
Shout
let me
out
know.
Jacky Tapes, pressure washes.
Jacky's pressure, right?
Jacky's pressure.
Right. So Yeah, so I came back here because my friend was supposed to do this job, and he just ruined my name because he just didn't show up, and he just ghosted the lady that I was supposed to do the house for. So like that just ruined my name, right, for the company. So I had to come back here. I was like, all right, I gotta do everything myself now, and I'm going to QC now, which is Queens College. My ex-girlfriend followed me, right? Well, she didn't follow me, but she was coming back for financial reasons. So we ended up in the same college. So then we were just like, all right, I'm already talking to you from over there. So let's just like start dating, right? So now we're dating. And while we're at the lunchroom, I meet my mentor now. His name is Mark Gearing. He's like a full-on evangelist. Like he has no, well, I wouldn't say he has no job, but his full-time job is evangelism, and that's amazing, right? For those that don't know, evangelism is when you go out and you spread the gospel for people that don't know the gospel, or even people that do know the gospel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he's at QC campus, and he comes up to me and he's like, I want to pray. I was praying for you, and God told me I needed to come up to you and talk to you, right? And he was with this guy named Ruben, and Ruben has like a hard stutter, and I never heard a stutter before.
You were clowning?
No, I wasn't clowning him, but
Oh.
he was starting to stutter. Like I was looking at my ex-girlfriend, I was like, with like a smile on my face because I thought he was joking. And then she looks at me, so I was like, "Oh, this is serious."
Yo.
Like,
Oh, we're not making fun of this guy. My fault.
yeah. So my face went to that immediately, and then, but basically, Mark, he was like, "Hey, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, let's go meet up at the same place that we were at, right? And let me teach you about Jesus." So I met him in September, right? And from then, every single day, he was always on time. He would always bring me food, whatever it was, right? And as like a raised New Yorker, like no one was as nice as him because like New Yorkers aren't really that nice, right? But he's not a New Yorker. He's from Oklahoma, right?
Okay.
But his
Yeah.
story is like God called him to go to India. A white guy, by the way. Didn't know the language. Told him to go to India, but then last second he said go to New York with your family, so that's why he's in New York.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was answering all my questions, like stupid questions, whatever it was. Like I had every single question. He would always answer them two ways. One, biblically, he would read me scripture and then explain the scripture of what it meant. For example, one of the things that I asked him was like, if Jesus is real, why is there so much suffering in the world? Right. And I don't remember what he said, but he explained it to me at the time where my head was blown, where I was like, dang, I didn't think about it like that. Like, you know? And then the second way he explained it was worldly. So he would be like, if Jesus is so perfect, right, and why is there so much suffering? And then he would explain to me like, Jesus died a worldly, tragic, ugly, most embarrassing way that you could die back then. And like that was like, for example, his worldly like stance, right?
Mhm.
So from September all the way to May, which is about to be my, I think, 2 year since baptism, but like from
Amen.
September to May, um, from September to May, we would sit together, we would meet up, and then one day I was at church with my ex-girlfriend, and I was praying the same prayer that I prayed every single night, every single day that he told me to pray. Jesus, like, if you are real, please show me a way that I would only understand, Lord, right? And when everybody was praising, worshiping, I was saying that prayer at church one day. And then I opened my eyes. It was like, have you ever seen like a gunshot? Those movies of a gunshot? The best way to explain it was like everything was ringing, but like you were speaking right now, but I didn't know what you were saying because it was just ringing in my ear. And then my ex-girlfriend, she shook me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And then I was like, I encountered Jesus Christ supernaturally. Like, that was so supernatural. And then ever since that, the next week I got baptized. And then ever since that, I gave my life to Christ. I did give my life to Christ, but I was lukewarm at the time, right?
Mm.
And it wasn't until I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, then I had a relationship with Christ because I was idolizing the relationship with my ex-girlfriend rather than having a real relationship with Jesus Christ. And yeah, that's when I started. That's last summer was actually when I first started actually dying to myself daily and picking up the cross for Jesus Christ.
Thank you for sharing that, bro.
Of course.
No, that wasn't easy.
Yeah, no.
But thank you for sharing that, bro. Man, I'm glad that you went through that, and I'm glad that the Lord put me and you cross paths. It's not easy, bro. And I say this all the time. It's the reason I'm doing this. only reason I'm doing the reason I'm doing this podcast is just so people can see the hardships of what it's like to be outside of high school. You know, when we graduate high school, just what hardships we go through, especially when it comes to the Christian community and the people who follow the Lord, even people who don't follow the Lord as well. Like just I think everybody is under the beautiful children of the Lord. Everyone is Jesus loves all. I just think that when we just get caught up and we obsess over things, for example, like with you, your adrenaline and your past relationship, you know, when we obsess over those things, we kind of lose balance of ourselves, you know, and then we become that specific type of person that we don't recognize. And then that little kid in us, you know, that kid that's just pure hearted, that kid that just like wants to have fun and just has so much love to give, it just turns into this like not bad person, but like turns into this person that just obsesses too much over this one specific aspect when the main center of their attention should be Christ. So thank you, bro. You really that was a really good testimony, bro. I appreciate you sharing
Of course.
that. And yeah, I hope the people who are watching just take this as a lesson that no matter where you come from, no matter what story you have, you are worthy of Christ. Whether you think that you are a piece of garbage, whether you think that you're not worth it, whether you think that you sin too much, whether you think that you're too far gone, you're far off, you are a beautiful child of God. And I love you. Jesus loves you. Jacky loves you.
Amen.
And I hope the best on y'all. You know, I hope like I keep spreading this type of positivity in these episodes. I hope that I touch a person's heart in these episodes because I know it's not easy to live in these 20s where we're just experiencing new things, where we're just experiencing the hardships, maybe good times, these new things in life, you know? And as we're going through this, I just want you to know that we're all in it together. And I'm going to keep repeating it. I know a lot of people say I say this all the time, but I'm going to keep repeating it that we're all in this together. No one's by themselves. So thank you, Jacky. As we close, I just want to say that I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are here every single Sunday, 7 p.m. So we'll catch you next week. Thank you, Jacky, again for coming on.
Of course.
And yeah, that is the closing of That's So Real, episode 3. I'll catch you all later.